Oh, clap those cheeks, Johnny boy.
Biggest question of today's pod. Are we going Lucy Breakers or are we going Zinnichinos?
Ooh, okay. Let me do an intro for that.
It's an age-old debate.
It's a major debate. I'll be honest with you. The fucking Lucy's, those are Lucy's, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They got a special taste. The Lucy's make you feel like, how you will say that? They make you feel like you got something good flavor in your mouth. Since, even if they support the political party we don't represent, they're fucking good. They're fucking good.
They are good.
And they might edge out the Zins when it comes to flavor.
They edge out the sin for sure, but how the sin sits in your mouth is perfect. Prize Picks is the best place to win cash while watching sports. The app is really easy to use. To create a lineup, all you have to do is pick more or less on a few players' stats. You can play Prize Picks in over 40 states, including California and Texas. Best of all, Prize Picks will give you $50 when you play your first $5 lineup. Win or lose, you will get $50 just for playing. Use promo code Chito and download the app now.
It's
just
flat.
Nice and flat. It's a perfect square. It's kind of like making you feel like no, never mind. It's not gonna work. Make you feel good.
It's the lip pillow.
Yeah. Were you comfy? You're a bottom lipper or a top lipper?
The Lucy's?
With anything.
What was the question?
Where do you prefer it, top or bottom?
Oh, I'm an upper deck
Yeah.
guy. I don't have sound in these phones. It's actually kind of weird.
Don't get gay with us, bro. It's a fucking nicotine question.
Upper deck, dude. Always.
You upper?
Yeah, I'm upper. Are you a lower deck guy?
I'm a lower deck guy. I can do upstairs. It's impossible for me to do it.
Interesting. I've never tried a lower decky. You tried?
Oh yeah.
Honestly, I have never tried. And I try, but let me try with this one.
I'll go lower.
I mean, I guess there's no time like the Prez.
I mean, I have it upstairs right now. It doesn't feel comfy.
Do you ever like to take them while training at all? Or
I
running
had spit a few in the middle of practice.
Yeah.
And because I'm a clean guy and it's disgusting to spit something in front of all your... I mean, don't get me wrong. If I'm sparring hard, in between rounds, I spit on the ground. I don't know why it's a bad habit. I actually hate it, but it's my fucking... I own the cage, so I guess I could do it.
Yeah.
And in all defense, we spray tea tree oil and all of the both. But sometimes I've been like wrestling hard and I forget I have like a sin in my mouth. And then literally, like if someone take my back and I'm on my knees, I just go like to the side. And then I pick it up after. But I try to don't train with anything.
Yeah.
Besides what I have to, like mouthpiece and shit like that. What
I
about you
did
guys?
trade. I mean, because, your boys are stepping into the cage, right?
That's
So
crazy.
I did
to
do
be
a little
honest.
training on Saturday with the Zin right in there. Pretty nice.
I ran 12 miles yesterday, and I had one on at the beginning of the race, and then I speeded probably halfway through.
Typically, if a mouthpiece goes in, the Zen comes out. If there's no mouthpiece, there's a upper decky.
I tried something the other day that did not work. I put it inside the mouthpiece, and it
Mine ended up in the mouthpiece
and
outside.
it fall apart. So that was one and done. It didn't work.
So what's good? Roddy, go.
Come on, talk.
A lot is good, man. Too much. Too many good things.
Like what? Can you explain them a little bit?
Man, life is just booming right now.
What was the catalyst for your life to start booming?
But be very honest and say like everything with details.
You want details?
Like no details, but like the full book open.
Was there a certain fashion choice that started things booming?
Cheeto.
I mean,
We realized something.
For the record.
We realized something the other day.
What?
John, you lay it on.
Well, for the record, should we establish some context?
Yeah, we should.
Okay, so for how long have we been friends now? Long time.
Few years, yeah.
We've had some great adventures together all over the world.
Yeah, true.
And every single one of those adventures, how would you describe Roddy's pants?
Well, Roddy pants is like a before or now?
Before.
Well, before of them, if you were it's like a claustrophobic penis about to die. But the way Roddy pants were back in the day, well, 3 months ago, it's like you're trying to like bury a human alive. That's what Roddy's dick feels in those fucking.
Dude, my hips were. I had injuries from those pants.
I mean, they were so tight that you can see even his fucking hair. This is a hairy fucking person. So like the hair, you can see through the pants, like you know the lines and shit. They were that tight. To the audience,
yeah, they were.
They were
tight.
painted on.
Yeah,
Basically.
yeah,
they were stretchy though, so I could still move.
yeah, but they still. And you know, I can hate too much because if I go back on my IG, I used to wear some tight pants. I have been going back and forth. I started very baggy, then I was extremely tight, then I went baggy again.
When did you go baggy and decide you're gonna change up your outfits? There was a moment for sure. Like when you were at Oyama and you weren't really training with Perillo yet and stuff, you had an interesting clothing choice.
Well,
I would say it was very
I'll be say it.
well, no, you know, like it looked
No,
like.
but say what you thought at the moment.
Well, no, I was just gonna say, you know, like you look like
He didn't say it.
Yeah, you're in the trust tree, Roddy.
Yeah, say it, bro.
no, you
Speak
look
your
like
truth.
you look like you were in Chone for a while, you know.
Okay, in my defense, I have always kind of like, I mean, I grew up skating and surfing, so I kind of had the style on my mind. I was just broke. I couldn't afford to fucking buy
Right.
Yeah.
like a pair of jeans. So I really wore the jeans I brought from Ecuador for a long
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Like, if I look back, I remember my wife being like, yo, I don't know, the kids need shoes, whatever. We'll get a few pair of Vans, less than $80. I said, oh, those rugs are cool. I think you like them. And back then I would have been, fuck, I can buy that. I already bought for the kids.
Yeah.
So like I had this taste for clothing. I just couldn't afford it, and I wasn't known enough to have these brands to come and fuck with me and give me some shit.
Well,
But you had the money,
Right.
and you still decide to dress like a fucking prick.
But that leads us to today, when Roddy must have seen a Bad Bunny music video and said,
That's
That.
me.
"That's where I'm
I
going."
mean, he got the Bad Bunny jeans, the crop t-shirts. Like, you can see his fucking Bailey bottom sometimes.
A little mullet coming through.
Little mullet coming through.
We just need a dangling cross earring.
You should get an earring, bro.
I think you can pull
let's
it off.
run it, bro.
Just like that. Just
Oh,
one.
too easy.
That looks good.
That's my wife's.
That's the new one.
Yeah. Well, I did myself the whole, probably, well, I was still in Ecuador, so a long time ago. And I rocked it for a while and I like it. But because I did it myself, it was extremely crooked. So I decided to let it close. And now I went to a professional place in Colombia. While I was in
It
Colombia,
was professional.
I mean, so this is the story. I was walking in Colombia, bored out of my fucking mind because they told me not to train while I get the stem cells. And I was like, just walking around the mall for hours, just a step after a step. And I saw this piercing place. And I say, shit, why not? So I walk in, I asked the lady for a piercing. She's like, yeah, sure. I was expecting to go to the bag, sit down, see alcohol. She grabbed the gun, the one that pierces you. How you call it that?
Piercing gun.
Yeah, the piercing gun. She grabbed it. She sprayed 2 times. She's like, coming in the middle of the shop, shoot me while standing up, pierce or went in already. And she's like, okay, you're good.
Boom, boom.
And it was like,
Did it get infected or anything?
no, perfect.
There we
She was
go.
a pro.
It's a pro.
She knew
In
what
and
she was
out.
doing.
Yeah, but it was, I'm more Americanized. I was expecting like, you go to in fucking California to get a piercing, they fucking make you sign 30 things.
Wear gloves, all that
Wear
shit.
gloves. She just fucking went. Come on, kiddo. Boom. God bless. Bye.
Medellin?
Medellin.
How was it?
I mean, first of all, I went by myself, and I went to do some
Dude,
health.
you should have let me know. I would have been down to go.
Shut the fuck up. For the record, he got invited. He declined to go. I did nothing. I just walk around. If I
Yeah.
were with the friends, we would probably explore
Good
more.
food? I saw a couple pork bellies and
Yeah,
things
the
like
food
that.
was actually pretty good. Similar to Ecuador. South America is the same shit. All good. It's all good food everywhere.
Yeah,
The bandeja paisa is what you saw.
yeah.
Pretty fucking good. Beans, rice, and few protein pieces out there. I went to a soccer game. That was the most exciting thing. And, I was expecting I wasn't going to go to a nice suite or something. We went to where the fucking hardcore fans are. Bro, I saw some shit going on in there. It was like, I'm pretty sure someone had a gun in there. At least one guy.
So check this out. You said how's life, right?
Yeah.
Life's good.
Okay.
Too good.
Okay.
Okay.
We're going to go back to the clothing thing real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
So John, I started wearing some baggier pants, right?
Yeah.
And John was still in the tight pants phase, right?
Yep.
He's married to it. Couldn't
Married
get
to
out
the
of it.
game.
And then all of a sudden, John started wearing baggy pants.
I haven't seen you today. You have
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I went like industrial kind of service worker, real baggy.
So then the other day,
Blue
John-
collar.
Business is good, comedy's good, life is good. And John goes, dude, ever since we started wearing baggy pants, shit has been popping off.
Dude, it's true. It's been crazy. It's like we signaled to the universe, just open the doors of abundance. The baggy pants are ready.
But think about it, bro. Your portal has been so tight for so long that nothing can come in, but nothing can come out. So maybe what could happen was like everything you fart, instead of release the gases, they were coming back in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that probably didn't let the energy of the universe
It's
come
an energy
around.
vortex.
Do you think chicks are into tight pants?
I think in today's DNA of fashion, some rappers, we talk about it. Kendrick Lamar yesterday for the halftime, he was wearing Celine jeans. They're pretty tight, but Celine actually make cool clothes. I probably won't buy those myself and wear them unless someone put me on. But I saw this, I was like, ooh, kind of like tie upstairs, really open downstairs.
It had a little bell bottom thing going
Yeah,
on.
like Travis Scott have pulled some. It looks good on them. Like when they if they dress for an occasion, I'm like, okay, I can understand what you're doing, but I don't think I can wear them.
Do you think
They're
chicks...
not as comfortable. Like the loose pants are just way more comfortable.
It is. It's like being on joggers or like.
But do you think a girl thinks it's sexy, like when you're about to do something and you're like, hey, babe, can you help me take these pants off?
I mean,
Because I can't get them past my calves.
There's no way that's
But
sexy.
I
You're just peeling off your tight ass pants.
right. I feel like we take their tight pants. They shouldn't be take our tight pants.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
If a chick have to take your pants, I think you gotta need.
You got to take a long, hard look in the mirror if your chick has to help you take off your pants or even cinch them up.
I'm fucking naked even before that even starts.
I remember I've tried on your pants one time, and they're like the waist was even too big for me.
My Supreme, I got Supreme jeans at, I believe the biggest one is at 36, which is crazy.
That's a big waist.
That's an aggressive fucking. But just tie them up pretty good upstairs. If I'm carrying my gun, I use 34s or 32 is my actual size, but I use 34s.
How was Fashion Week?
It was sick. It was a good experience and easy work. Honestly, there's no stress. There's no. Fighting is fucked up.
Yeah.
You fucking shed your pants the day of the fight.
Yeah.
But for modeling, I see a few guys kind of pumping themselves. I'm like, hey, but chill. You're gonna fucking walk in cute clothes. Like, there's nothing to worry about it.
It was your second time working with the brand, right?
Yeah, second time with Willie. Willie's the fucking man.
Tell us a little bit about it.
Willie Chavarria, it's I would say Mexican American guy. I think I'm not 100% sure if he grew up in Mexico. He might. But he's a cool dude. He's a nice guy. His whole team is pretty cool. He invited me the first one to the New York one. Which you went to that one? Or no?
No, I didn't go.
Andres went.
Yeah.
So the first experience for me was kind of like a little awkward because I have never walked a wrong way. But the second time, nice and easy. But it's a cool brand. I like the clothes they do.
Were they voted brand of the year? Or?
Designer of the
This is
year.
our boy right here, right?
That's Willie right there. I'm behind. I'm really behind him. Like next to probably that chick's a famous rapper. Her name is Tokisha. She sings crazy shit.
Where's she from?
Fuck. I believe. I don't know. And then that's J Balvin at front. This other guy with the dress, I don't know who he was until this day, but he fucking sings very fucking good. He sings good. That dress might look good on you, Rod. The red one.
Dude, I would kill in that thing.
I think you can kill on that.
Yeah, he's got some steez.
I mean, Will's a really smart guy when it comes to like, he's making like high end Chicano clothes, like a decent man from back in the day. On that culture, he's killing it right now.
He does a lot of open shirts with you, show off the tats, Mother Mary on the chest.
I mean, he goes very, very, I would say, religiously with things. Even like on the zippers of the things, it's like most of the hoodies or like tracksuits had the zipper instead of the normal zipper, it's a crucifix.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. Behind the crucifix, there's a knife on it. Which is
Let's talk about that facial hair right there. What was happening there?
I mean,
a little bit of pencil in there. Or?
Yeah, when I go to like the makeup day, they ask me like, can we change your look? I say, why not? I don't fucking care. If I don't like it, I shave. So they shave my head more than like I had a little hair. They took it off, and then they said like, can we give you a really sharp one? I say, I mean,
it looks sick.
Yeah, it looks sick.
You look totally different.
I keep it for a while, and then now I just let it grow again. But they definitely change it a little bit.
Well, this has been an interesting 6 months for you.
Yeah. I mean, doing a little, I would say, different. I mean, I think it's good to build your name outside your comfort zone just because after fight, there's a life, right? I'm not going to fight forever. And the best way to put it is like, I'm not going to these things and, getting shed face or eating bad food. I'm still like on a good diet. Still go for runs, and just get to be in bigger rooms with people that I don't know and they're good contacts. Like my last day in Paris, I went to the Amiri dinner, and I was like, holy shit! I'm in the room with a lot of big names, and you get to exchange ideas or talk about something. I mean, everybody's interested in fighting, which is good. That's why, might as well keep pushing, keep winning, chase a title shot again, and that will just keep bringing on more and better and bigger things.
Yeah, that's the realities of the world today. You kind of have to think of yourself as like a brand and think about partnerships outside of even what you do on the day-to-day, which we know you grind. We see you work.
And to be honest, for a long, long time, I kind of was like hating on this like new way of doing things. Like
I remember that you were like apprehensive to make content. You were
like I was like fuck the world.
Yeah,
just training. But the way the world is going.
Yeah.
Yes. Give me 1 second.
Okay, so for the record, I don't smoke a lot of weed, and I get crazy contact high. Call me a pussy. Call me what you will.
No, you don't have
but
to. But
I will be high in a few minutes, folks, just for the folks at home. It's going to happen. It's already happening.
And to be honest, I used to, for a long time, hate cameras, hate IG, hate being posting. I was against becoming what I hate, trying to, like, be a content creator for a matter. Like, hey, can I go and shoot your training? I was like, fuck you. I don't want to shoot. And then even with the podcast, I was like, no, I don't need to do the shit. But then it's like, you start doing it and you start getting like a different demographic. People is interested in your life. They want to see a little more than just the build up for a fight. And I'm like, you know what? This is not hurting me. I train in the morning. I'm going to do this for an hour or so. Then I can go back to the gym. That's the beauty of having your own gym. You can train with your main coach in the morning, which I do with Coach Perillo. We train every morning at 10 a.m. And then in the afternoon, I can train 4 p.m. or 6 p.m., which you don't make or break. So you start realizing, like, I mean, sometimes you can change the way the world is going. Might as well join it and take advantage of it. I mean, look how podcasts can go from having a fun conversation to a fucking massive thing. So,
well, I think what makes it like cringy and weird is when you're trying to be like somebody you're not. When you're just doing your own thing and bringing people along for the ride, like that's when people become successful in making content because it's a new perspective. Everybody's different. You know what I mean?
True. And you have to have some sort of a charisma and
Yeah.
humor, sense of humor, and be funny and shit like that. And I'm like, I mean, Joe Rogan always says like Brian Callen is a perfect example. He's a funny motherfucker, but he said like, dude, when we're hunting in the middle of nowhere and that motherfucker start talking, he's like, I wish we have a camera in front of the guy. And I'm like, some of the time we're in a fight trip or something. And if we would have a camera the whole time, it would be some fucking funny shit coming out of that.
Yeah, but also the awesome thing about the podcast space is the forgiveness. Like, you don't have to nail it on your first episode or even your third. Audiences like being a part of the journey and being like, oh, wow, man, he's got a lot better. Wow, this podcast is really epic right now. Because the name of the podcast game is consistency. We were talking about these stats yesterday. Over 90% of podcasts that exist don't have more than 10 episodes. And if you have more than 20 episodes, you're in the top 1%. And that's just because the consistency is hard. It's hard to maintain that grind.
We're about to hit 35.
And we're about to hit 35 on the Chito Vera motherfucking podcast.
I know. I mean, when we start and you said like 20 is 1%, I was like, fuck, we would never have 20. That sounds like a lot. But then even for me, like, as a human being perspective, like, I would never thought fucking Tony Hawk would be in front of me here.
Yeah.
Fucking Brian Callen, my graffiti friends that I fucking love. I'm like, fuck, this is kind of cool. Now I'm like, okay, I like this shit. Like,
West Lane.
I mean, fuck, he's a crazy artist. But when you get to like know these people and being able to like fucking have them in a podcast, you're like, you put things in perspective, right? You're like, if I will go back to my 17-year-old guy and I'd be like, dude, one day you will be friends with, because I loved graffiti when I was a kid. Like, I never become a good tagger because in Ecuador it's like, if you tag, you probably get fucking kicked by the cops, but I like that. Like, I would like get a Sprite can and, you know, write some funny shit on the thing, and I'm like, if I would have told that kid, like the one that was skating, like, dude, one day you're gonna get to meet Tony Hawk, one you're gonna be able to do some tagging with some C guys, graffiti guys that you like, I'll be like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna get there, but fuck, eventually you keep going in life, you might find something good.
Well, how does that make you feel? When you think about that journey from that 17-year-old kid fighting on the biggest stages for the belt, interviewing some of the biggest names in American pop culture.
I mean, sometimes it's hard to believe. You're like, fuck, I'm really doing this shit? Like, it's surreal. Like, you're like, if you would have told me when I was surfing my best at 13, 14, like, you're going to be able to surf with Kelly one day in Lowers, you're going to get invited to his pool, you go like, wow. And sometimes you appreciate a little bit more life is what it's all about. Like, you're like, holy shit. If 10 years ago you would have told me you're going to be surfing with Kelly, I would be like, nah, that's impossible.
Yeah.
And then we get to go to his wave and surf with him. It's fucking crazy. Or he and Jessica just telling you what to do when you're like doing a small turn. He's like, yeah, put your hips down, use your arms. You're like, holy shit, that's fucking Tony motherfucking Hawk telling me what. Kelly started telling me how to rip it better. And then we get to skate with Tony.
Or like whistling you into waves at Lowers.
That was I remember telling people Lowers is the best place in the world. I had the best session ever. Of course, because Kelly cut waves for you and then you paddle. But then I went by myself the following week. In fucking 4 hours I didn't fucking catch a wave. You go like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Lowers is not that good. I was just with Kelly.
What about like Ecuador? Like, remember that story you always tell about how when you and Maria moved out and she made you that first meal and
Fuck, dude.
the rice was undercooked and the steak was burnt and you looked at her and said it was the best meal you ever had?
Dude.
Like that Cheeto versus our last trip in Ecuador when we had 10 cops. You know, we had a motorcade everywhere we went. You know, the police, the chief of the police of the capital city wants to meet you.
I mean, it's surreal. Like, the best thing that my parents and Maria's mom did for us was like, hey, yeah, these kids are trying everything, but we gotta send them out of the house.
Yeah.
We gotta like split the cost, find like a cheap apartment for them, and let them try if they're for real doing this. Because living in my mom's house, you know, you wake up, my mom has breakfast, the baby's taken care of. We just kids.
Johnny boy. Johnny on the tools,
wow,
baby.
That volume is blasting.
I mean,
Sorry, folks.
I wouldn't say the widest guy here is the smartest with the computer, but it seems like I'm wrong there. But like going back to that is like when they decide to send us alone to live together.
That's true.
That was right there, the fucking right call for
Yeah.
us, because now you get to go to a house
Yeah.
with nothing, just floors and walls, one bed, one fridge, no couch, no table, no nothing. And then you wake up, baby's crying, sweat clothes on the ground. It's like, oh, so we have to. I mean, at an early age, we learn how to like, okay, now we're the head of this house.
Yeah.
We need to clean, wash. Was we are by ourselves.
Yeah.
Then I remember the first fucking meal that Maria cooked, and dude, the rice was fucking. It was like pieces of rock. The steak was like fucking nut. If you were to peel a tire, like kind of like like Korean barbecue when they use the machine to cook. How you call that steak? The
the thin one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bulgogi or something?
it was that, but on a tire,
Right.
look and taste. And a can of corn, she just throw the water away and throw the corn just what it was. And I took the first spoon and I was like, crack, crack, crack. I was like fucking swallow it, and she was like, it's not that good. I was like, baby, this is fucking beautiful. Thank you so much. I finished the whole thing, but that gave her confidence to keep going and keep doing and keep trying. And now she's a fucking fuck. I used to eat a fucking sick ass meal, but if I would be a fucking piece of shit, I would be like, fuck you. This shit is fucking disgusting. Fucking learn how to cook.
Well, that's a beautiful thing, right? Like you've accomplished all these things in your career, right? And Maria really holds it down to give you the chance to go train twice a day,
Bro, I
Beautiful
leave
team.
the house with a happy stomach. I come back, house is fucking smelling like fucking heaven, with meals and a fucking healthy dessert, kombucha on the right temperature, and fucking. A lot of people have a shitty life because they have a shitty partner, and people don't realize that, and they keep pushing that relationship until like it's like dead end. But I guess I've been lucky in my life.
Definitely.
Everything have just work out the way that it should work, and again we go back to being fucking grateful and just keep going hard at life. I mean, not everybody have. I know guys that they fucking shop somewhere and they want to kill everybody because they're coming from a crazy fight at home, and them is like, that's fucking shitty way to live, dude.
When the home is fucked, your life is fucked.
Fuck, my mom is taking a fat shit.
Maybe it's incredible foresight by your parents, though, because there's a great quote that says, if you overdo for your children, you raise your self-esteem by lowering theirs. And it's hard because you want to take care of your kids. You want to make it easy for them, but you have to let them struggle. So having them do that, who knows if they coddled you, who knows what would have happened?
I mean, to me, that's one of my biggest things today. Like, I grew up one way, which I feel is the right way, because make me
who you are,
a hard worker, and I don't give up on shit. But my kids are growing up in a cute bubble with nice things, and I'm like, fuck, that balance right there. Good luck trying to find it, because how I do that, and I just try my best and hope for the best, and we'll see what happens.
That's all you can do. You want to do the best for your kids. You want to give them an easy path also, but at the same time, you have to recognize that the adversity and the struggles is what's going to make it good for them.
No kids. I wouldn't know.
Here's to no kids.
But you still have some time to pop.
I'm going to have a couple, no doubt.
When you start?
I'm getting some practice,
some reps.
We're in reps, but dry.
You practice how you play.
I have a question. Like like when you do like dry
fire,
firing, or is it like wet firing?
You're just checking your phone.
My phone's going off.
No, I'm just kidding.
Wet fire.
I mean, it's not like this is gonna go live everywhere.
Well, no, but that's fine. I mean, we're not dropping names or shit like that. I don't even know who could be, but the best thing about
all I know is that we're hearing from Roddy a lot less these days.
That's true. I mean, he must be fucking practicing. But as a friend, that's I want the most.
I've never been more available for you guys. You guys just don't fucking hit me up anymore.
No. You want me to talk? Okay. Well, Roddy's
All I know is that we love Roddy.
we do.
Roddy's an incredible human being.
And we know he's on the right place.
Yeah, he's in the right place.
Everything in life happened for a reason and take
Amen.
you somewhere amazing for a reason. And Rodman right now, it's on a fucking terror.
Roddy's on fire.
Yeah, I know.
Roddy's a Dagestani. You got to
Yeah.
see this guy on
Hey,
the map.
don't get attached to this mustache. That's all.
He might go.
This thing's gonna be
You won't
gone.
do it.
Oh yeah, 1 month out from the fight, mustache is gone.
You should, but dude, for real, do it.
I'm gonna do it.
We're going to do a whole hype reel of Roddy riding on horses in the desert. No mustache.
Dude,
Falcons on his head.
I gotta drop 20 pounds, dude. You said
Yeah.
you're gonna cut with me.
I will help you 100%. I mean, right now I'm lean. I'm expecting a fight at some point.
How much
but
you weigh right now?
155.
Damn, dude, I weighed myself the other day, 152.
And you're going to one.
I don't
We'll let
think
Paulina get him down to 125, maybe at 140 on fight night.
I don't think I could do 125, dude.
I don't know, dude. For the first fight,
I don't know if I should drop 10 pounds like you guys. I don't know if I'm that tough of water.
I mean, fuck, I don't know. But put it like, bro. So for the record, again, these guys are incredible filmmakers. They make movies and shit, and they do all this shit. And I will let them explain what they really do. They're just my friends. But they took this kind of like amateur fight
Yeah.
on a
Sanctioned.
What's a project name? Like there's a
Shout out to
little bit
Rich Cho. Rich Cho reached out to us and said, hey, there's this amazing program. He works at Alta. And he said, it used to be called Wimps to Warriors. And now it has a different name. But it's in collaboration with the UFC gym. Cub Swanson's our coach.
Great coach.
Dude, we're so lucky, man.
Great
Very
coach.
experienced. That motherfucker's experienced.
Dude, it's been a real gift. We work with him 5 days a week and his coaches. And we train 5 days a week. It's a long training camp because we're absolute amateurs. We've never fought before. So you do it for about 4 or 5 months. And then there's a sanctioned amateur fight, MMA fight.
At the end.
Shin pads, small gloves.
But this is my thing. Now that you explained that, going back to the weight cut, the guy that is fighting you is another normal civilian. I will say this. I know you, and I feel you could make 125.
Yeah.
But another civilian, I don't know. Is that person is gonna be like you?
Yeah.
I don't see that person making 125.
Yeah.
What weight would you go? 85?
Maybe 70.
Oh, 170.
I could get to 185 like by Friday probably. Maybe not Friday,
How much
but
you weigh
like
right now?
I'm like 190.
Yeah, you can make. Yeah,
Maybe like 188 now. I've lost a couple pounds.
Fuck, dude. Fighting is a crazy thing, and
It
you
is a
guys-
crazy
and
thing.
you guys fighting is crazy, but I'm all in for it.
It's
So-
been a great experience. Like some nights it's like, oh fuck, are we really gonna fight somebody? Like this is pretty crazy. They're
How-
3 2-minute rounds.
How many teams are like?
So the UFC gym in Costa Mesa, which is where we're training with Cub, we fight the gym in Huntington, the UFC gym in Huntington.
And you guys know who's there?
We don't know yet.
We don't know yet. Word is that they're pretty good grapplers. Which is
the word in the street saying that.
That's the word on the street.
And they're from Huntington, so they probably don't have anything to lose, you know?
Yeah, Huntington.
Shots fired.
Huntington people is a little. I mean, I have surfed in Huntington, and that's the only place that I have had
Great wave.
verbal altercation with people. Like, well, I have a funny story. One day, I was leaving my house in Irvine, and this kid on a BMW was driving crazy and cutting me, and eventually I caught up to him, and I was like, you know, fuck you, you fucking piece of shit. He rolled the window. He's like, I'm gonna kick your ass. I said, like, yeah, sure you will. And then that day, because I was heading to the beach, sort of this fucking little punk, he saw me in the water and he got petrified. He's like, oh shit, you here? I said, yeah. You say you were gonna kick my ass. What's up? No, dude. Fuck, dude. I'm like, yeah. Well, when they started fucking goggling, like fucking, I said, you know what, dude? This is your lucky day. I'm not trying to fight you. I'm here to catch a few waves and go back home. But in Irvine, he was like, fuck you, I'm going to kill you. And then, dude, we go to the water at the same time. And I was like, oh, shit. What's up, dude? oh. Now, you know the gogglers, how they are.
Yeah.
Once they goggle, they're fucked. But I think that I'm a nice guy. So I was like, you know what? It's okay. You have a pass today. I'm not gonna make you fight. And he was smart at fucking goggling, because if he would have seen me and be like, fuck you, bitch, I was like, okay, you're fucked now.
Yeah.
But he was smart.
But that's like everybody, right? They talk shit until somebody's in their face.
Yeah, but we were talking about HB, and that happened in HB. And then few other times I've been surfing there, and I have a friend that I have 3 kids, all 3 great surfers, and an older surfer that I would assume it would be a nice person to everybody, because if they're older, it's like, the ankles of the water. He dropped on a wave, and there's like 30 kids, and one of the kids kind of like, of my friend kids, kind of like dropped the board, and the guy had to fall. The guy came off and was talking shit. He's like, I'm gonna fucking hurt you. And I'm like, dude, that's a little girl right there.
Yeah.
And I just went off.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna fucking drown you, fucking piece of shit. And he was like, oh. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker. Talk shit to me. That girl was like petrified. And then I went to the son, and I told the dad what happened, and he was okay with what I say. But I'm like, dude, don't talk to fucking people like that. The best surfer on HB is Brett Simpson.
Yeah.
Nicest motherfucker in the whole entire water. Let you catch waves, pumps you out, give you advice. He's one of the best guys to surf around. And then these other fucking, I would say, older fucking cooks are talking shit to kids. I'm like, come on, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, Huntington. I love Huntington.
And it happens everywhere. The vibes in the water get intense. Surfing is such an amazing sport, flowy, vibey, but the vibe in the water gets intense.
People get aggressive sometimes. I'm like, dude, you're fucking aggressive with a fucking 2-foot wave. Chill, motherfucker.
I've only gotten in one fight in the water, and it was in Huntington too, but it was at the State Beach. You ever surf State Beach?
I don't know. I don't like much out there. I like
the pier
I
too.
like north side.
North
pier.
side,
that
south
fucking
side.
ride there into the pier is fucking sick. What is good. And definitely when there's not current, because if there's current in HB, you're fucked.
That's the thing I like about it, is because when you go to Newport, you just sit there. I mean, not 56. There's a rip there for sure.
56 is a motherfucker.
A lot of, I mean, there's sometimes a rip at other jetties too, but when you're in Huntington, you get in shape. You know what I mean?
Sometimes it's not even fucking.
It's not even doable.
Like,
you're walking like 5 times.
Yeah, it's like, when I go to 56, I go around the rock.
Yeah.
Hope I can catch a wave. Then all of a sudden I'm in fucking river jet, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck this shit.
Yeah.
But there's guys that somehow they can stay in the same position. Like Tyler Gunter, he's probably the mayor here in fucking Newport Beach. That motherfucker, somehow it's always in the fucking wave that goes to Stop Magazine, or what's the other one? Surfline.
Yeah.
He's always sitting on the perfect fucking huge wave, like the wave of the day. And sometimes I'm looking, I'm like, how you're paddling? And sometimes they don't even paddle, and they stay in the same spot. I'm like, and I'm just fucking coming in and out. And
well, they're in shape, dude.
In shape.
It's like you wrestling IQ. 5 rounds.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like, when you're in that good of surf shape, you surf so much better.
It's true.
Yeah, that's true.
It's weird how your paddle strength can make you a better surfer.
Yeah, I have always struggled with that. I paddle like a fucking little girl.
Well,
I gotta keep paddling. I haven't surfed in a while.
I know, me neither. Ever since we took this, I got back from Kauai and haven't surfed once.
Yeah, but if you go to Kauai and you surf that good, you probably don't want to surf anymore.
Actually, I was in Maui. I mean, sorry.
Why?
It's got to keep it under wraps.
You know, there's a saying: if you like Kauai, send your friends to Maui.
So to keep it away from
Yeah.
tourists. Is Kauai that protected? Like
It
no
is,
one
and you
films?
can't fuck around there. You'll get your camera fucking smashed on the rocks if you try to film anything.
What if you're a good fighter with a camera?
There's too many of them.
Like, what would happen if, like...
Well, the thing is it's a small island. Everybody knows each other. And, you know, of course, some people take some photos, but...
And they all kind of train, too, over there.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the Hawaiians train.
Jiu-jitsu, yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to fuck around with... If you're a normal camera guy, those guys will fuck you up.
Yeah. Especially camera guys are usually pretty soft.
Yeah. I know a few. I like them, so I won't say much. They're great people.
Great people.
Yeah, they want to keep their waves protected, though. It makes
They probably
sense.
have a strong finger.
Oh yeah. That finger muscle is fucking.
Come
The
fucking,
trigger finger's just.
Hey, look, we're camera guys.
he can finger fuck the fuck out of you though.
We're.
Say, what you say? Oh, okay. Excuse me. Get the fuck out of my. Let me take a photo.
But like just recently, like an Airbnb like put up a camera to show like how nice the beach is in front of their Airbnb, but it was pointed at like a wave that nobody's allowed to film. So the
What?
boys fucking smashed that Airbnb camera.
Got to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a big debate with localized, right? I like localized because if not, I mean, of course I say that because it's easy for me because I'm friends with a bunch of surfers, but I feel like when places are like, there's not like a respect,
Yeah.
and there's not like a,
Well, it's dangerous too.
oh, it's like jiu-jitsu. You got the black belts,
Yeah.
all the went to white belts. There's a respect, but think about if you go to a jiu-jitsu gym with a fucking white belt and just fucking step on the mats with dirty feet and tell everybody to go and fuck themselves, it won't work a business.
No.
I would say it's the same in the water. I like when things are in order.
Yeah.
And there's like, okay, these guys, is the main guy. He tell you what's up. These other guys are good surfers. You guys, new guys, you guys stay there. Once we, come.
Yeah.
If not, it becomes a shit show.
Yeah, I mean, you go out to 56 on a day that's pumping or river jetties, it's like a surf movie. These fucking black belts out there are absolutely ripping.
Yeah.
You get a guy that doesn't know shit on a wave storm, takes off on the shoulder and pearls, then that's dangerous.
It is dangerous. I mean,
And then you elevate the game at like pipe or some
Yeah.
crazy high performance wave, and
yeah,
you can die.
You gotta keep an order in there. It's not like just like anyone can do it.
So let's talk about your new car, man.
Which one?
I think it's sick. It's 5.0.
Ooh, I fucking
Unbelievable, Johnny.
Right,
You
dude,
guys know,
fucking
I got the
suck.
wifey in 10 minutes, so. Dad duty. Waits for no man.
That's true. I mean,
It is what it
5.0.
is.
It is what it is. I mean, I got 3 kids.
John's got a 5.0 just sitting in his dad's driveway, right?
It's rideable.
Nah, not
But is
drivable,
the
but I
vanilla-
can fix
Can
it.
you pull up the Vanilla Ice?
Yeah,
5.0?
absolutely. I would love
Mine-
to.
Yeah.
This is exactly what it is.
Mine is good. You have a good pop. It's nice and fucking loud. But let me see you on his car. I have seen it in the internet before.
It's sick. He used to drive it to football in high
Yeah,
school.
I drove it in high. We were 5-0 when I was driving that thing for the 5-0.
I mean, you should go. I mean, put a little bit of money into it.
I should. I was talking to my dad about it yesterday. He said $5,000 or $10,000 to get this thing up and running.
Tell him to loan it, and then you pay him slowly. Come on, daddy.
Dude, look at this thing. This is exactly what John has.
But I don't have the red stripe.
But you have the roll bar, right?
You have
No.
nice rims on it.
This is pretty much it right here.
I'm gonna take a leak pretty quick. Get
Yeah.
that photo ready for
Yeah.
me.
Do it.
You guys can talk a little shit without me.
Well, here we are. What should we say about Chito now that he's gone? All right, there we go. That's the 5-0.
There it is. Kind of looks like you.
That thing could be my daily driver.
Dude, that thing is sick.
Dude, the clutch is so gnarly on that thing.
What do you mean? You just
Like
press it?
it's really hard. You push it down, it's like a leg workout.
Not good for after sparring, huh?
Like after today, there's no way I could have driven that thing. For the people at home, we are looking at Vanilla Ice right now. Standing next to is white on white on white, meaning a white ragtop convertible, white leather seats, and a white big body.
Do you think Cheeto's taking a piss right now?
Or you think he's taking a deuce? That was pretty quick.
That was a
I'm
quick.
guessing it was a number 1.
That was a quick deuce.
No, I took a lick. I have a question. It's how much better is it to take a lick when you sit down?
Oh, way better.
Dude, I had this conversation just the other day.
It's like heaven on
I'm a
hell.
sit down guy,
Empty
especially in the
bladder
middle of the
when you
night.
sit down.
In the middle of the night, dude, you gotta sit down.
I take a seat any time of the day.
Dude, I sit down.
Unless it's if it's a suspicious restroom,
For sure.
I definitely stand
Public,
up.
you're standing. Home, friend's house.
Just sit.
Take a
It's
seat.
Just sit and just let
great.
it go. The product in the middle of the night when you wake up fucking hard like me, you fucking shoot that thing outside the thing sometimes.
Do you think the hardest dudes mostly piss sitting down?
Fuck yeah. Real dude sit down pissing down. Oh, that's what you got?
But John, you stand, right?
I stand.
John stands and makes sure to spray as much as he possibly can.
Like Luke Rockhold?
And
It's a height thing. Sometimes you can't control.
yeah, you guys have a lot of distance, you know?
Yeah,
That's why you
exactly.
have to sit out of
Yeah.
respect.
Yeah, that's true.
So maybe it's a respect thing.
I fucking sit, dude. I sit and I felt great about myself.
You see this bad boy?
Dude,
Does he have white rims though?
I mean, you can get any rims you want, really, but
I wouldn't go with the white rims.
You should get it back, dude.
It's just sitting there.
I mean, sometimes when I can drive all day in my car, so I got 5 now, and sometimes I think about it. Should I just sell my four?
You barely drive the Impala.
I'm driving it more now. It's just so low mileage that sometimes I don't want to put miles on it. I got it with 200 miles.
That's insane.
That's a brand new car. Right now it's for like 40,000. And sometimes I look at my gallery and it's like 87 Grand National, 5.0 1990 Mustang, F-150 92, Impala 96 SS, and sometimes I go like,
And the Raptor.
yeah, but the Raptor is still a good day.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
If I sell those 4 cars and just buy one good Porsche, I'm like, the Porsche is new, it's reliable, they're very fast.
Which Porsche?
I mean, you can always go crazy high with a GT3 or a GT3 RS, but those ones are like race cars. Realistically, you're probably going to enjoy the first month, and after that, you're going to be like tired of the... I would say that's a car when you have multiple cars and stupid money, sure, you buy whatever the fuck you want. But for me, that I'm in a position of taking smart decisions, I probably will go with a GTS, like a 911 GTS. I heard from my Porsche friends that they know about their shit. So look, dude, it's almost semi-speed, comfy, and it doesn't have that crazy look than a fucking RS, because the RS looks like a fucking race car from a movie.
Are we talking vintage or
No, like newer ones.
new one?
But don't you think the old car makes you happy when new cars don't?
It does make me happy, but have you drive a Porsche?
No.
I drive a Carrera 4S 2002, a stick shift. Holy shit.
I just know like any new car I've wanted, I get it, and then within a month or two, I'm like, fuck it.
Let me tell you the exactly car that I'm
Look
talking
at this
about.
guy. Any new car I wanted, I get it.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's...
Come on, this guy.
But then like my 55 Bel Air, every time I got in that thing, I'd be stoked at it.
That thing was mean.
That car
Yeah.
is. I told you 100 times, don't sell it. You fucked up there.
I fucked up.
But it is what it is. It's life.
Mm-hmm.
Google.
God, I'm on fire right now.
Google this shit. Yeah,
I'm gonna grab a paper towel.
Google a 22 Porsche 911 Carrera 4S. That's like a fast car, and it's more affordable if you compare it with a fucking GT or the Carrera 4S 2022. I mean, that car drives. I haven't drive one of those, but I heard they're like, oh, you actually get it wet. I heard those ones are like if you don't want to spend, the crazy money, that's the one below that you can have fun with it. And people is gonna say something in the comments. They might know more than I do, because I don't know as much as Porsche as
I think cars are just what you like.
True.
You know what I mean? And I there's a couple classics I would love to get right now. I mean, there's the dream list, right? But practically speaking, I think like a 67, 68, 69 Camaro manual, black on black,
They
murked
sound
out.
good.
Just make it loud and mean. That would make me happy. I know it would.
And those ones doesn't go for too much.
Yeah. I mean, you could get like a nice one for like 40, 35, 68.
68.
Yeah. Or 67 is, I kind of like the 67. Do black on black.
Ooh,
that one.
the second one,
But even like with some nicer wheels.
that thing is mean.
Wow.
Similar with the Porsche, like the wide hips just make the car look so much better.
Yeah. And then, John, run like a 65 C10
Phew, yeah,
sidestep.
those are sick.
65 C10 sidestep.
C10.
Sidestep.
Step side. Ooh.
Like, there's something about that
the red
truck.
one, the fourth one, the cherry one,
Yeah, the fourth one. And really,
that one. That one is.
Like that sidestep for some reason does something for me.
Yeah, it looks. That's a sick car. How much is that thing?
Dude, you could probably get one of those for like 25, 30. But like in good shape.
That's a nice car.
So those two, one of those two, I'd really like to
Good.
bring into the fold here.
Yeah, I mean the thing with cars is like I love my cars, but collecting becomes a problem. So
Yeah,
that's
it's like
why
watches.
same.
Except watches don't take up as much space.
Exactly. Sometimes I wake up a few days thinking like I'm gonna just put everything for auction,
Yeah.
and then I just get lazy enough to do it on my own. But yeah, I don't know. Or maybe sell everything and restart a new collection.
Well, like I love the vintage Bronco. I love the
That's-
64 two-tone Impala.
64 two-tone Impala. 64 Impala is the Impala.
Yeah. And then, of course, the 96. It's just different generations, you know? Different guys made different cars cool. Like Ice Cube and shit made the 64 cool. You know, Eazy-E. But, like, it's a big car, though.
It's a huge car. I did the photo shoot for a street.
Damn, look at that thing.
Yeah, you can fucking fuck in that car.
And then a 64 Lincoln Continental suicide door convertible.
Yeah, that's
Sick
crazy.
as fuck.
Yeah, the suicide doors make the shit just pop.
Like, that's what I would spend all my money on is cars.
And they hold their value, right?
Like, go to that convertible right there, yeah.
This one.
Yeah, yeah. That thing is just insane. dude.
Yeah, that's the type of car that you should get your dick sucked in that car.
You pull up in that.
I mean, if you're driving that car, you
Everyone's sucking.
should, yeah, but at least once a week you should fucking have Shorty give you a fucking head on the fucking 405.
Yeah,
And of
dude.
course, windows roll up, pretty dark inside. But that's the type of car that you're like, you do something with.
And then, of course, a vintage Bronco. Big fan.
I love the vintage Bronco.
Vintage Broncos are expensive.
Yeah, they are like 125.
If they're like done, like of those
Yeah.
companies that redo cars,
Yeah.
they're like,
But then, like, the mid-90s Discovery is pretty sick.
yes, like
You know?
the old little Range Rovers,
Yeah,
Land
yeah,
Rovers.
Land Rover, yeah.
The old Land Cruiser is sick too.
Like, if you look at them, like, totally redone, they kind of have, like, a G-Wagon feel to them, but they're very different.
The best thing about G1 is when you close the door. You close the door and that thing goes, mwah, you go like, yes, I know, you're a sick car.
How'd you feel seeing your car on the Super Bowl last night?
Bro, my shit just go fucking up on price. That's why like I'm like, fuck, I might sell it. Just because it's pricey
popping right now.
It's popping right now.
Like, did you have a lot of problems with your cars?
The 5.0, the F-150 92, Impala 96, they drive like
It's perfect.
like they're like 2024,
Yeah.
2025. The Grand National makes so much power that sometimes little things get disconnected. And
And it was probably driven hard by a couple of people, right?
I know I got it pretty cherry, only with 20,000 miles.
Damn.
I got it pretty new, but it makes so much power that sometimes like a little overheating here and there, but I have drive that car pretty hard and it goes. The only thing that I need, the only reason I'm not driving lately is because I have drums, brakes, and I almost eat shit a few times. So I need to go to disc. I need to upgrade the
The front
brakes.
is still, the front is disc and the back is drum.
I think they both are drums.
Oh, really?
That shit.
That's gnarly.
Like I was going faster. I was going faster there, and I was trying to stop, and that shit just keep going. I was like, okay, I'm gonna park it.
Yeah. All right, let's real quick. I know John's got to get home to 2 babies.
You guys can keep it rolling.
Here's the thing.
Well, we all have to go to see
Yeah.
babies,
I don't have any babies.
but you got some shorty, huh?
Gotta practice,
Ah, you gotta
baby.
practice, baby.
Yeah, get those
later,
reps.
vanilla.
All right,
How's life with a new baby?
It's
before we-
awesome, dude.
before
Well,
we
she's
let you
10
go?
months now, which is crazy.
Time
But yeah,
goes.
2 changes everything.
Yeah.
You know, when there was 1, I could kind of sneak out a little bit from time to time, but 2, it's like that 1 goes down, there's still that other one. Now we're playing man-on-man defense,
Yeah, that's true.
but it's the best. I mean, fuck, I love it. I love
yeah.
being a dad.
It's the best thing.
Can't wait.
What about you, Rodman?
I would like to have a couple.
Do you think you're about, or you have already found the right how you call that, the right
The right
practitioner?
the right suitor.
You know,
perhaps?
Where you at there? Let the audience know where you at there a little bit. You know, I don't know how much you want to share. I don't know because I haven't asked you. I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, we might as well ask you with thousands of listeners.
You know, life is good. That's what I'll say. I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life.
I'm so happy.
I can
to hear
second that. He is the happiest he's
Yeah.
ever been.
I'm glad to hear that.
And I do want to have kids.
I can
one day.
sense you're nervous right now.
No, I'm not nervous, dude.
You're getting
Why are you blushing, dude?
Dude, it's kind of like a lot like fighting, you know? Here's the thing about fighting. I think actually when it comes to fighting, we've been with you for 4 or 5 fight weeks.
yeah.
And we've seen you go through the whole process. Since Font.
Yeah.
We've been through big losses, big wins, and everything in between, you know?
Yeah, 6
And
fights. That's
every
a lot.
time-
Wow, 6 fights.
The
That's a
night
lot.
before the fight, we're sitting together after our team dinner, you know? And we're like, how do you feel? And you're like, fuck.
Well, I can't wait till Sunday morning.
Yeah, you're like, hey, are you sure we have to do this? And of course you're joking. You're going to go in. You're going to fucking do what you got to do. But you always talk about on this podcast too, like no fighter is ever like not nervous.
Yeah. I think we are the most vulnerable that week.
Yeah.
Just because it's so much in your shoulders and you
Yeah.
have to scrap and what can go right, what can go wrong. But the best thing about it is you just keep your best, closest people possible around you. And that's what, like, hey, I think we should let you rest. I'm like, I think you should stay a little longer. Watch the movie with me.
Yeah.
Just because it gets fucking gnarly. with it.
Yeah. For sure.
So
Couple dried mangoes.
Let's watch Narcos again.
let's
Maybe
watch
a little,
Narcos again.
a little bit of Last Kingdom.
Oh yes.
Maybe
Get
Gladiator.
Get some bloody mindset going on.
But the interesting thing is like, it's like we haven't really gotten close enough to have that feeling, right? Like for right now, it's just still talk.
I mean, when is the date?
It's end of May, early June, still locking the date.
You got time to feel good about yourself.
Yeah.
But when that time comes, trust me.
Like Luke was saying, when you're 3 weeks out, you're going to have trouble sleeping.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And especially more when you get to know who's gonna be.
Yeah.
Then is when you're gonna fucking think about that motherfucker more than you do with your shorty.
Yeah,
Not you, but in general.
Yeah, for sure.
So anyway,
Yeah, I think about it now. Every time I get taken down and I have no fucking answer on the ground, I'm just like, oh, shit.
Just fight for your life as hard as you can and push that motherfucker away.
are you going to set up some work for us at your gym?
I mean,
Is masked?
you've been fucking running away from that, but you tell me when.
Dude, I'm ready, bro.
Tomorrow I'll be there. I'll be there tonight.
Tomorrow's tough.
Okay. see the shit I did with this motherfucker. Ask for shit, you give him shit, and then he's like he's too busy to get this shit. So
I want to circle back on the lower decky of it all. Very nice.
you like it?
Very nice.
I put it up for like 5 seconds. I couldn't keep it.
So what I was going to say before you started asking me about having
Life.
kids and stuff. So a lot of times you're interviewing people, and I think your audience and your fans, I know you don't know exactly what's next or what's coming or whatever, but like where are you at right now and what's coming for you? Like, are you hungry? We know that you're hungrier than ever to fucking get that strap and work your way back into the #1 spot. But like, talk to us a little bit about where you're at.
Training wise, I'm pushing pretty hard lately. I'm feeling good, building the right energy, and I really want to announce a fight soon. So I'm hoping I'm not fighting nothing past April. So I'm like thinking that I'm fighting. I'm putting everything aside. I'm just fucking going hard at it, and I'm feeling great. The mind feels good. I think I went from a pretty bad 24, so that's gonna build me a crazy amount of hunger to just go in there and just fuck shit up.
And like a lot of people don't realize that you fought for 10 years straight, camp to camp, with no vacations and no real vacations and no breaks.
Not at all.
And so like you decided with coach and your team that you wanted to take a little bit of time away from it to just fucking get hungry or whatever. What was that about?
I mean, I've been camp to camp for a long time, and I having big fucking fights. I mean, besides the championship fight, I would say my last 4 or 5 fights are being massive, huge fights. So that shit fucking wear you out. And sometimes
sure.
you all the obligations, media, the world is fucking looking, and I just thought myself, I'm gonna just take a little break. I'm just gonna like look to the other side and go for walks instead of go for a 30-mile run. I'm gonna go to the gym and just watch a little bit, and then your guts will tell you like, hey, I need this back because I'm the guy that I get bored. I'm nonstop. So fights change the date, this and that, and sometimes, you know, there was like one fight that I was feeling crazy good, and then they changed the date. So my fucking picking was there. I cannot tell my pick internally, hey guys, don't pick. We got 6 more weeks. You're already picking. So maybe I went to that fight on my low.
Right.
You don't know that shit, but I'm pretty sure some fucking smart people out there will understand what I'm saying. And, you know, now that I have my own gym, things are clear. You know, step away from bullshit or from people I thought it was negative in my life. Like, we all have this. Everybody in the world have, you know, something that drag them back or push them the wrong way. Now things are like nice, calm, and the right people is around. So I think we're in the right spot.
I love it. 2025, baby.
Well, you know, we are the presidents of the Chito Vera fan club.
It's going to be a good year.
Co-presidents.
My man.
We love you.
We love you, bro.
Too, boys.
God bless.
We're going to do this more often, ladies and gentlemen.
Quarterly check-ins with the boys.
If you want some shit you guys need us to talk, we should name this. What we should name this? Protecting the Back Bay?
The Cheeto for balance?
Yeah, I mean,
Cheeto for balance, dude.
Okay. / protecting Back Bay.
I like that. Protect Back Bay.
Protect Back Bay.
At all costs.
That's my best route for a 10-mile run. So protect the motherfucker. Don't loot. Be good.
Work hard.
Protect the Back Bay. I like it.
God bless.
I think that might be the name.